Hello, my friends. My name is Richard Weberg, for those of you who do not know me, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about MLM spillover. Is it real? Will you make any money from it? And I'm kind of going to give you a little lesson, so to speak, based on my 30 some years of being involved in network marketing and MLM. And I really want to be able to answer that question for you because, over the course of all the years I've been doing this, get asked that question a lot. Will I really get spillover? How long will it take? Can I make money from it? And the answer is, when it comes to will you make money from it, the answer is yes and no. Because depending on some factors, spillover may make you quite a bit of money. Spillover may make you hardly anything. And so I'm going to show you two different comp plans. I'm going to talk about one which you see on the screen, which is called a forced matrix. And then I'm going to be sharing with you another one that is called a binary. And one of these two, in my opinion, are much better because of the fact that everyone can get paid, whereas in one of these, everybody doesn't get paid. And that's why I wanted to do this video, because you hear people, sometimes kind of shun on network marketing and go, well, spillover doesn't happen, or spillover don't count on it, and blah blah blah. And nothing is guaranteed in life, and that's what I want to start off by saying. Nothing is guaranteed. You're not guaranteed spillover in anything that you do, because you're not guaranteed a company will be around. You're not guaranteed that you'll even log into your accounts or do anything. You're not guaranteed that nothing. We're never. Nothing is guaranteed in life. I want to be upfront and clear about that. The only thing that you can do is do your due diligence based on what knowledge you have gained about, hey, if I join something, will it help me make money if I have a fast moving team that I'm part of or not? Or, what comp plan may be best for me. And so I'm going to start off talking about binary comp plans. And that's the first thing you should do in joining any company that you're ever going to be part of, is understand the comp plan. You should look at it. You should understand what it takes to actually get paid, because many comp plans, especially comp plans from some of the behemoth giants that have been around forever, like Amway and Malaluka, and I mean, there's numerous companies, that physical product companies that have been around. They're dinosaurs, and they are literally becoming dinosaurs. You know what happened to the dinosaurs? They eventually went extinct. Now, will Amway and these companies totally disappear? I doubt it. They have a lot of great products. But is it conducive for the average person to make money, or is it conducive for you to make money with their style of comp plan or a binary type comp plan in many other companies? And we'll start off by starting with this binary comp plan, because this is some of the first comp plans I was exposed to, or that I built, where I built, committed, and put in literally one of the first main binary comp plans. Me and my son sponsored thousands of people personally into, and we actually still get paid from it today. And that's going on over 15 years. And the only reason we do is because we put in so many people personally and kept building and building and building and building and building and building. But how many people didn't earn? And that's the part I want to cover today, because I have changed in my outlook of these comp plans. I want to be involved in sharing comp plans that I know many more people will get paid from them. That's important to me now, more than ever before, because I know a lot more than I did when I built some of the first opportunities that we were part of in network marketing, or that I was part of before my son John was even born. And so let's dig into the binary comp plan. The way a binary works is it's usually on a ratio. So you got, a lot of times it's a 4-to-2 ratio. Well, I could say 2-to-4, 2-to-6, 2-to-8. Rarely is it a 1-to-1. Maybe there's some companies out there that exist like that. But what that means is, if you're in a binary, usually your upline, the company, line of sponsorship, the main one, will build straight through you. And so if this one is you, you could end up with a leg that looks like this right here, where it just keeps going down and down and down and down. And then you may see a cluster somewhere in it of where people have built. Somebody became active, because these positions are all people who have not done anything yet for some reason. Maybe they never do. Maybe they never get started. Whatever that reasoning is, they just are sitting there by themselves, and timing was wrong, something. And then all of a sudden you see 25 levels down, or 30 levels down, or 100 levels down. There's somebody building like crazy, and then there's you. And so in a binary comp plan, that 2-to-4 ratio, what it means if I use 2-to-4, 2-to-6, is for every 4 or 6 people, if it's 2-to-4, 2-to-6, or 2-to-8 people that you would have in your big leg, you need 2 in your left leg. No, the ratio can be whatever it is, 3-to-5. There's many ratios out there, comp plans, the way they have done them. But in this binary, it means you do not get paid unless you have what's called a cycle, which means if you don't sponsor a couple people, or in some cases, some comp plans may pay you in a binary if somebody else puts a couple people in there so you can get a cycle, but chances are that's not going to happen. And in most cases in a binary, you have to sponsor like 2 people or something like that, even in order to qualify for commissions. So, with that said, that cycle of 2-to-4, like 2 on one side, 1, 2, 3, 4. If it was 2-to-6, 2 on one side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If that was the ratio, then that means you would get paid based on how many cycles you have, based on your weak leg, your smallest leg. So in this case, you would have 1 cycle, and if they pay out a certain amount of money per cycle, I've seen anything from $4 a cycle, $5, $10, $20 a cycle. Let's just use $10. So this person, if it was you, you would have 1 cycle, you would earn $10. Now, under the averages in network marketing, so if I go to this other document, or Canva screen I got up, you can see top 1% network marketing may sponsor 100 people or more. The next 2% sponsor 50 to 99 people. The next 2% sponsor 10 to 50 people. Next 10% might sponsor 1 to 9 people. So that's 15% are going to sponsor the majority of people in network marketing. The remaining 85% will sponsor 0 to 2 people. Now, the biggest thing about network marketing is leverage. The reason so many people have gotten rich in network marketing is because of massive leverage. There are literally network marketing companies that have grown to have over 1 million plus people in them, and everything in between. So leverage is key, because you make money based on volume or multitudes of people. It is one of the greatest things that can level the playing field for the average person. But when you look at this sponsor rate, these are statistics taken from the history of network marketing. And direct sales and network marketing is nothing to sneeze at. That leverage has created, the last stat I seen, over 15 million millionaires. So that's huge. It's bigger than what the many other top niches in the world or big conglomerates have ever produced. So when you look at these numbers and you look at a binary, the binary itself, 85% are going to sponsor 0 to 2 people. So that means the majority of these people, for whatever reason, most of the time, it's because they forget about it, they're somewhat committed, they buy some products or whatever, they just don't build. They or they get discouraged because they got all these people underneath them going down, 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 and they're making no money in a binary because you're not going to get paid unless you sell something like a product or if you sponsor a couple people at least, depending upon the ratio of what you need. And then the rest of the money that could be produced by all this money here, these people just flush it straight up to the company. Because that money is only paying people that have the ratio. And it's based on your weak leg. So is spillover real in this case? Yes, because I've seen lots of people like this. I've done this. I've built 100 levels deep underneath people before that have done nothing. But are they going to get paid from all these 100, 1,000, eventually then it explodes because there's builders in there, the other 15%, and it takes off. And you could have 20,000 people underneath you in this right leg. And if you only have 2 people in this leg, all you're ever going to earn is that cycle pay of you did one cycle. You have one cycle. So if you're making $10 or $20 off from that cycle, it doesn't matter that there's 20,000 people in this leg. You're still only going to make that $10 or $20 depending upon what the cycle pays because you only have 2 people and it's paid off of your weak leg. So if it's 2 to 4, 2 to 6, 2 to 8, you're still only got one cycle here. Doesn't matter because it's paid off your weak leg. But spillover is still real. People built right through you, but it's not going to pay you much money. And this is what can lead to dieback in many types of businesses, that binaries or make them stagnant, is because of the fact that all these people sitting here are not making any money whatsoever. Because unless they go out and sponsor people, and remember this graph, or this text thing I got here in Canva, 85% sponsor 0 to 2 people. So how excited over time are these other people sitting in between going to be about building their business? Maybe they learn about the comp plan. Maybe they go out there and try and they get discouraged because they haven't taken the time to learn like a skill or something that's repeatable. Because believe it or not, network marketing MLM is not hard. I will say that beyond a shadow of a doubt, it is not difficult. What is difficult is being committed to it and that you're going to keep doing it until you get better at it. And then you're going to repeat the process over and over again because you're committed to making more money and you really want to make this work. But that's not the masses. The masses of people want to make money. They have the, light bulbs go on. Wow. I remember in the Amway days when I was first showing the circles. Well, that night I could not sleep because I seen the amount of money I could make. But I was different. I went out and built it even though I wasn't relatable to people hardly at all back then because believe me, I was a party animal. And I got conned into going to an Amway party because my friend said he was going to have a keg party or a beer party. So I was all in. I've told that story before. I'm not going to get into the details of it. But again, most people, this spillover is not going to help them much because they're not going to get paid, and eventually they're going to give up and quit because maybe 3 months passes, 6 months passes, a year passes, 2 years passes, and they're still, maybe one of those people dropped out. Now they're making nothing, and it took them a year to sponsor those 2 people. Well, that's what happens, is there's dieback. Now, in a different kind of comp plan, that's called a force matrix, a true force matrix, because in a true force matrix, it means that you don't have a leg going straight through you like this. A true forced matrix, and the newer style ones that are out now that are based on a membership and digital products for the most part, they pay everyone, whether you recruit anybody or not, because it's a forced matrix, meaning you don't have the power to choose where people go. It's automatic. It's automatic for everyone. Now, there are other types of matrices out there, and they can actually become and look like a binary where you have a very long leg of people and you're making no money because you got two people sitting over here, or one or three, and you're making hardly nothing. But in a true force matrix, let's just say this is me and I'm a 1%er, which I am, meaning I've sponsored well over 100 people plus into every company I've ever promoted, including my first one years ago when I was in Amway 30 years ago. And I've sponsored several thousand into some personally. So in a true force matrix, that means every person gets placed in the next available spot. So I will use wealth step by step as an example because it happens to pay. I'm going to do a little drawing here. So it happens to pay $10. We'll just say $10 and $10, which is $30 on your first three people because it's a 3x8 forced matrix, no matter who puts them there. So if this is you here and I sponsor 25 people and I put three people below you, you're going to earn $30 no matter if you did anything or not. Because in these newer style membership force matrices, you get paid, that's the comp plan, is based off the membership of the services and products you get for paying your membership. And you get paid whether you sponsor anyone or not. There are no qualifications in order to get paid. And well, step by step, so happens to be only $30 monthly. So you will be excited when you have your first three because now it's free. It is free for you because you are making $30 monthly. And well, step by step, like I said, is $28 a month plus about $2 tax. And so it comes out to $30 a month. And now your membership is free, but you did nothing, not a thing. And as I keep sponsoring people and put more people and more people and more people, a force matrix works like this. Every person, whether it's my upline, their upline, the company, it all flows down. So force matrix starts filling in these spots just like this. Bang, 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 left to right or right to left, depending on how it's set up. And it fills in every one of these open spots. Now, again, you get paid on every single, if this is you, you get paid on every single person below you, no matter if you sponsor anybody or not. And like in Wealth Step by Step's case, the next level pays you $5 per person per level. So now you are in profit. 9 times 5 is $45. You're making money because you're getting paid $10 monthly. This is residual as long as they keep their membership. $30. And then you're getting 9 times 5, which is $45. And so you're getting paid that. And you only have a total of 1, 2, 3 plus 9. That's 12 people. And you're in profit, $45, but you did zero. Now, how excited are you going to be? That's the big difference in a forced matrix and a true force matrix with these newer companies that pay you based off membership, because that is the product and services, buying a membership. And there's literally in Well Step by Step, that's it. That's all you're paying, $30 a month, nothing else. There's no other hidden expenses. Just like another one that we've been promoting heavily. I've done some videos about it already. Daily ads, same thing. They're matrices. They have actually 3 of them inside. Pay excellent in the way they're structured. And again, you get paid no matter if you sponsor anyone or not. And so every time we sponsor somebody, it pays multiple people. And you can see this here in our Wealth Step by Step team group that Susan McCook is the admin of. And you can see here's a congratulations on the 27th. I just pulled one up that showed up first in there. But here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people that sponsor people, including I sponsored 2 people personally that particular day. And now out of that, you can see all 7 people. Everyone who has these members in their downline, because I sponsored 2 people. Every one of these other people sponsored 1, but it paid 7 other people each time. So when I sponsored these 2 members, it paid 14 other people. They literally collect on it. They are either collecting, depending upon where they are, $10 for that person being in their downline, $5, or $2 per person in the other levels that in the 3x8. So in total, just because these 7 people sponsored a total of 8 people, 56 people got paid or will get paid, because residuals and any type of company that pays out fast start bonuses, like Step by Step pays out $25 fast start bonuses for every single referral you personally sponsor, so you can make a lot more money as well, especially if you can recruit lots and lots of people. But it also is a nice incentive even when you sponsor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. You're still getting a $25 bonus. But the key here is it also pays 7 other people. So that's amazing. Imagine if 300 people were sponsoring people monthly, which in Step by Step, that's true. That means that 2,100 other people are getting paid off spillover. 2,100. That's the difference. In a binary, all these people sitting here that have not sponsored a single soul, they get paid 0. If I had this on draw, a big 0. I mean, I'm not going to do it, but it would be 0 unless you are completing a cycle. That's the only way you get paid. So this is just an example on one day of people sponsoring people that shows how many people are getting paid, and these people will collect on the residuals, every one of them on the second month, because the first month the $25 fast start bonuses are paid out and residuals kick in the second month, and they're paid out every month thereafter. And it's that way with every new people in your downline. The first month people are getting paid fast start bonuses, and then it goes to include into your residuals whether you sponsor someone or not. So is MLM spillover, is it real? Absolutely. In different ways. Will you make money from it? How much? Well, in a forced matrix model, in my opinion, this is the absolute best, because everybody can get paid something. They are going to be 10 times more excited and stay longer than that straight line you see in a binary. They are going to stick way longer because they go look in their back office and they're like, wow, I made money. I didn't do anything. I haven't sponsored a soul. I made money. Guess what? Eventually, they may become the 10%, the 2%, the 2%, the 1%, because they're going to stick way longer. And there are people like us who come into these, and when we start, we sponsor hordes of people right away. Why? Because we are digital marketers. And then we keep every single month bringing in more and more and more and more people. And so you get a lot of momentum from that, because a lot of people, if you know, with digital marketing, it's not uncommon for people nowadays to be able to sponsor, 2,000, 3,000 people into a network marketing company. As long as you're not part of those behemoth old giants that don't even allow digital marketing online, because believe me, a bunch of them don't. You can't. I don't understand that. Everything is digital. But who am I? It's their loss, and they lose money. A lot of them have been going down over the years because of the fact they're not in the current world. They're still, sometimes when they become dinosaurs, they can't move very quickly anymore and change. But anyway, these people would be excited they're making some money, they're getting paid, and man, they didn't do anything. And there are some people that we have sponsored and sponsored, kept going, and which we always do, and they keep making more and more money, and they literally haven't done anything. And a lot of them become active, way more active, when they have this forced matrix model that pays everyone. And some old schoolers may go, well, you're rewarding them for doing nothing. No, you're giving them hope that it can work for them. And I would debate you all day on this. I mean, you look at a binary, it's not uncommon. There's plenty of people in a binary that can have 20,000, 30,000, 100,000 people in their organization, but they're not making any money. And they never take the time to figure it out, because that's a big discouragement. If you see 20,000 people below you and you're like, this doesn't work. I have 20,000 people underneath me and I have made nothing. Or maybe I've sponsored 2 people and I made $10 once and this person quit, so now I make nothing. That's a real negative. But when they are getting paid like this, totally different story. And again, I can't say that anything's guaranteed in life. I can't say you're going to guarantee you're going to get hordes of spillover. It's going to fill out your entire matrix and anything we're doing or anything anybody else is doing. All I can say to you is we are very active marketers, and we have a very active team in everything that we do. And I will leave links to those programs, including Well Step by Step. It is growing like crazy. People are loving it because, again, every time somebody sponsors someone, 7 other people get paid. And it's not small money. It's not cents, just like I explained using their comp plan as an example. I'll leave that in the description below the YouTube video. You just click on more, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to make sure and get all of my videos, and you're part of our team or you're becoming part of our team and you want to move fast with us. Subscribe so that you never miss when I do another video. So other than that, my friends, I hope you have a great day, and we will see you on the next video.